other day. Okay, Amina, who has two children, two daughters with Peter Gunz. They were married. They're now divorced. Okay. Peter also has like maybe 10 other Peter has like 10, 15 kids. I can't think of the exact number, but he has like 10 kids. And she has two, and maybe more than that. Because she got two of his kids. Tara had three of the kids. It's five right there. So Peter probably had like 10 to 12 kids. Whatever. Amina posted this on TikTok the other day.
Waking up in Germany after losing our home in LA. Me and my kids moved out of place, put our stuff in storage, or most of it in the trash, but some of it in the storage. And we don't have a home, y'all. But guess what? Thank God for family, because we're in Germany with my family, and we're going to be here till I figure it out, because I will, as I always do. But the last couple of years have been so rough, working my butt off, not making enough money, end up losing my place. And now we're staying with family until I know what I can figure out what's next. And don't ask me what that is, because everybody's like, so what's the plan? I have no idea. I needed to freaking clear my head so I can come up with a plan. And all I know is we're happy, we're healthy, we're powerful, we're capable, and there's so much opportunity out there. And sometimes losing something is only taking you to the next place that you're meant to be. So we'll see what life's got in store for us. No, but seriously, I threw my whole life in the trash. 80% of what we own, and I didn't own anything valuable anyway to begin with, but it feels very good to not have much, but have what's important, which is love. Never been materialistic anyway, and I only want what's valuable to me. Stay tuned for what's next.
So she went on her thing. She gave her own story. She said, hey, I had a hard time for the past couple of years. I lost my place where I was living. So we packed up the stuff. We put some stuff in storage, threw away a lot of stuff. And I'm now here in Germany with my family or whatever. I'm going to figure things out. She didn't blame anybody. She did not bring up Peter's name, nothing. You know what I'm saying? To me, she just told folks, hey, this is what I'm going through. Why? Because I had no money. Okay. So that came out, right? Peter had then posted up, I think like yesterday, I think it was yesterday. He made a post saying, oh, I can't, catch me on live tomorrow so I can explain. And I'm like, nigga, who asked you? Okay.
Oh,
So Peter then went on to Godfrey's IG. I'm like, why is God, girl? I don't know. Peter, again, who is the father to her two children, felt the need to clap back because people in her comment section were saying, well, what Peter at? Why Peter can't help? I'm like, how you upset because people in the comment section brought you up? She did not. That's why I made sure to play what she said in full so y'all can see what got him up, because that's all she posted. What you just saw was her whole post from yesterday. I am in Germany. I am home. We lost our home. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm here with my kids. Figured it out. Okay. This is about 18 minutes because he was on live for an hour. Okay, I got it down to 18. I stopped listening after the I did not listen to the full one because I'm like I didn't need all that. But y'all, let's get into what Peter said around here.
the shit that
And I sped up the voices a little bit.
was on Hollywood Unlocked,
Shaving every block.
and your girl Amina. I was like, I don't know if you noticed because it just came up to. I don't know if it was late. It was like, yo, they saying she's homeless and shit, and I'm homeless, and I'm like, that don't make any sense. That's like Pete. That's Pete Gunz's kids right there, you know.
So because That's her baby daddy. She can't be homeless. She can't be without a home. Did he buy her house? Is he paying her rent monthly? No. Okay.
And
Yo, God, I'm kind of at a loss for words with it because I'm it's more hurt, and I try not to put anything else out in the world that would hurt my kids because I read.
Now remember, y'all. He's saying here, I don't want to put nothing out in the world that's gonna hurt my kids. I don't want to say nothing that my kids could probably see and will hurt my kids. Remember, he said that.
I did loving hip hop. I got a lot of explaining to do from the bullshit I did on the show.
yeah,
So I try not to put nothing out in the world, and I do love Amina. Amina has a good heart. She means well. I'm another shot. Listen, I literally got off the phone with Amina yesterday. I'm handling some stuff for a car in LA, and she asked me, can I get tickets for a jazz show for her and her family to take her moms to? There was no discussion of anything negative like that. I flew to LA last week.
and you moved her out. You were helping her move.
This is the plan. The plan was she's going to move to Germany for a little bit. Well, sister to give herself a break. I didn't really necessarily like the idea. So she wants to move her instruments and her vanity set into storage because the furniture is fucked up.
Why tell us her furniture was fucked up?
I mean, the furniture, a dog and pissed all over everything, bed, everything. It's nasty. So throw that shit in the trash. We'll start over when you get back.
So I don't want to say anything that will hurt my kids, but I'm going to say how my baby mama had a nasty, dirty house with furniture and beds with piss and shit from dogs on it. So your kids, so to me that means that's a nasty house. Because if your dogs have piss and shit all over the stuff to where you had to throw it away, weren't they sitting and sleeping on that stuff before y'all throw it away?
So her friend has an Airbnb. So I'll pay the rent up in the Airbnb for a couple months until you get on your feet and just stay there.
Yeah.
Boom. That was the plan when she come back. I wanted her to do that. I didn't want her to leave. I really would rather have done that because 2 reasons. One is that's like a vacation. You get to go sit down for 2 months and chill and then come back and I still got the same. So let's just pay the shit now and stay. The other reason is Trump may not let you back in this motherfucker, Amina. You know, and you and I know why. So now I will have to fly in to LAX in the event that they don't let you in to get my kids because I'm not going to, I wouldn't want that to happen.
Right.
So,
now, she's from Germany. You know what I'm saying? That's where she's from. So I'm like, sir, if she went back home because she don't have money here, yes, go over there with her and visit your kids.
Amina says to me, Peter, if they don't let me back in, it's just meant for me to stay in Germany. I literally had to sign for my kids to go. I wasn't comfortable with it.
You weren't comfortable with your kids leaving, but you signed the paperwork to let them leave. So to me, this is the thing. That means you knew her house was dirty, so that means you knew she was struggling. If you knew she was struggling and you saw she had a dirty house, why didn't you take the kids? If she needed a break, why didn't you take the kids while she went to Germany? Because you said, I don't want my kids to go to Germany, but you signed off for them to leave.
This dating time with what's going on with ICE and all this crazy shit. Hence the reason why we married. Anyway, if I'm being honest with you on some brother shit, the last thing I would ever do is lie. Right. I would never lie or
You never lie. You never lie.
We watched Peter lie on Love and Hip Hop for what, 4 seasons? We've actively seen him lie on the show and in real life. He had Amina and Tara pregnant at the same damn time. So to come on here and say, I would never lie, nigga, you lie for a reason, for a job, for a living.
I love my kids, bro. My kids can never be homeless.
Real shit.
I have an apartment in Dallas. I said, Amina, just go stay in Dallas. Live there. What am I going to do in Dallas? Live rent free? Swim? Go at amenities, chill for a little bit, give me a breather because I can't pay rent every multiple places. Get the place up in Dallas, I send Amina thousands every month. Whatever she asks, she will get on here and tell you too. It's just that she wasn't able to hold her side of shit up. She felt like she, like, damn, this is just, I'm stressed. I need to go. So I let her go.
And she said, it's been hard the past couple years. Now, let's be clear about things. When Peter acting like, to me, Amina was like, she was having an honest moment. It's been hard for me the past couple years. He's saying the same shit she was saying. It's been hard for her. She has not been able to keep up how she used to. She never mentioned him. Him wanting her to go to Dallas, Texas, where she don't know nobody. Why would I want to go to be alone in Dallas, Texas? And Peter, if you can afford to pay rent at multiple places, why do you have a place in Dallas that no one lives? If you can't afford paying the rent at multiple places, why have the place in Dallas that no one lives there if she lives somewhere else? What sense does that make? You want to send her to live somewhere by herself when she's already stressing and don't know what to do. So yeah, move to this other state. Okay, move to this other state and just go be there. It's like, no, I don't want to be there. I don't know. I don't have any help there. I don't have any help here. She was smart to say, no, I'm gonna go home where my family is, because at least I can read. I can release around family, not in Dallas, Texas, with no damn body.
But I had no idea that she was gonna leave the world thinking that she was homeless. I bought a round trip ticket. They come back on the 23rd of August. I
Right.
got the Airbnb in LA. I was gonna pay that up for a couple of months. Why I tell the world? And it's just like I feel so fucked up. I feel a little betrayed in a way because she knows I would never. That could never be.
Yeah.
It
She don't have a house. Even if she's coming back in August and y'all will figure it out then, right now, she don't have a home. If you help move her out of the house she had, she is homeless. She is. She never said, I'm on the streets destitute. I don't have a home. The home I had, if I lost this place and I'm living somewhere else, I don't have my own house. I'm living, and she said, I'm living with my family. She never even mentioned Peter's name. Just saying.
makes me look crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's fucked up.
saying on there, oh, I'm thank God for my family in Germany. I'm the only one that was giving her money monthly. I'm the
Wow.
reason you're
Yeah.
in Germany. I paid for your flights and everything. Even when you got a nigga sitting at the piano playing with you that tried to line me up.
What?
I would never say anything to hurt my children. But now the mama ain't shit. The house dirty with dog and dog and with dog poop and pee on over everything. I'm giving her money a month, some money per month. She laying up like, you don't want to air her out, but you're fully airing her out for what?
Dude that's in her house playing piano with her. The
Uh
nigga
huh.
she was dating, but you know, they was fighting in front of my kids. I told the nigga, don't be arguing, fight in front of my
Yeah.
kids. The
Yeah. You
nigga
don't.
said, what
Why?
you
Why
gonna
would
do?
she bring another
What you
man?
gonna do about it? I said, when I get there, me and you gonna figure it
Right.
out. Whack 100 called me and said, don't pull up. The niggas is lining you up.
Word.
So now, that nigga disappears, he's gone, but a month ago, they in the living, slapping her music all type of shit. They in the living room playing piano. I'm like, Amina, why would you have him here again?
What
Knowing the
the
nigga is no
fuck?
good.
Wow.
So, but listen, I don't judge. I don't say your man should be doing nothing. I just do what I gotta do, my kids.
But you came on here to knowingly air her out, and Godfrey, you ain't shit either. You ain't shit either. Because y'all on here trying to air out Amina because she told people, I'm having a hard time. I had to leave where I was and come and live with my family. And you took upon yourself to not, because now you want to be the hero, and Godfrey want to be the goddamn speakerphone for it.
Today.
Yeah.
I just do what I don't want to look bitter because I don't look at her like that. I love
Yeah.
Amina. This is how much understanding I am of Amina. A nigga hit me one day and said, Gunz, you sending money, she got to do something. She just playing piano, doing handstands. I said, mind your business. She's a fucking artist. And I understand being an artist and going from that to trying to get a 9 to 5, regular 9 to 5, it's mind boggling.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this fucking thirst for attention and wanting to be on the blog shit is like a drug. Because how do you say, if Amina got up there and told 100%,
Yeah, you and Godfrey is on IG for attention. Trying to say she went to social media for attention. She already was posting her life on TikTok. Amina already had an active TikTok where she posted this and that and that and this. And if her current story is, I had to leave the house I was in, where Peter said to us he helped move her out of the space, had to get rid of the stuff because it was old and dirty. Not old, it was dirty with dog piss and shit. So you told us you had to move her out of a place. And now you and Godfrey bitch ass is around here trying to belittle Amina for her admitting she's been having a hard time financially. You know how many people will never admit they just don't got it? I can't afford the house I live in. I have to move back to Germany with my family. Girl.
Like it was, Peter gave me every month. It just wasn't enough. The
Right.
3,000 a month wasn't enough. I couldn't cover my side. Peter looked out. It was like, thank God for my family in Germany.
Right.
We are homeless. How?
Yeah. Right.
So what I would have did was I wouldn't have signed for my kids to go. You would
Right.
have had to stay here and be homeless and then go and tell the world we living in the shelter. I'm homeless. I would never, my nigga, it brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
It's fucking me up.
Yeah.
The moment your baby mama called you and said, come help me move out my house, and you said, okay, all this stuff is dirty and nasty, that was proof enough you not even around enough to see the house ain't dirty. Your kids live in that dirty ass house because why you wasn't around. But again, trying to make it seem as if Amina did something wrong for just saying what her current situation is shows he's a bitch ass.
Never let my fucking kids be homeless.
Yeah.
Is you homeless? Because you in a car.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
mind-boggling.
You take care of your kids. Let me tell you something.
More
You take
my
them.
other kids. I send her everything. I had my other kids'
Yeah.
mothers going, yo, you sending her thousands. What about us?
Yeah.
What about me? What about these?
Yeah.
My nigga, I would never.
I know.
Let my fucking kid. I'm a lot of things. I'm a lying, cheating, old, grimy Bronx nigga. But
Yeah.
I'm not a motherfucking deadbeat.
No, you.
I'm not a deadbeat, y'all. But my kids was living in a house with pissy and shitty furniture and stuff. A true father would have known or would have seen the house before it got to that point. So you are a deadbeat. You are.
You're not. You take care of your kids all the time. You always taking them out. You always going to
child
school,
support.
picking them up
I've
from
never been
school.
on it. I've never been on it.
We've been
on it.
Yeah.
Child support.
Yeah.
Never been on child support.
Right.
And it's not a testament of me doing so much. It's a testament of my character. They know
Yeah.
I would give the shirt off my back. When I'm down, I'm down. When I'm up, I'm
Right.
up. I'm not happy with this shit. And I asked her to join because I wanted to tell the world in front of me that I just left them hanging and that they was homeless. They was going to be homeless.
And she never. This thing. I just want to be clear. Amina never said any of that. She never mentioned him at all. He's projecting because he know people feel like he ain't shit. So how are you out here airing her out when she didn't say nothing about you?
And so she had to leave to Germany. I want her to tell the world that to me in my face. I didn't even call her offline because since she want to do this publicly, I felt a lot of people in this business, including a couple people in love and hip hop, and I don't want to be a bitch ass nigga and start calling niggas out.
Right.
You a bitch ass nigga.
But a lot of people apologize and have conversations with me offline. Now only us two heard the conversation when millions already heard what you said. And it's a shame that I got to do that with my kid's mother because I absolutely love Amina. I'm Amina's #1 fan musically.
Are you? Because we did not know that she had a shitty and pissy bed and furniture that was too disgusting to store. It had to be thrown away.
I just don't know why she would go online and say she don't know what she's gonna do. We have a plan. My kids are registered in middle school for next year in LA.
Yeah.
A friend is renting out an Airbnb for $1,800 a month. I said, let me pay that up for a couple months, stay there, and then we'll figure it out. I'm trying to.
That's not a plan. An Airbnb is temporary. You can't be at an Airbnb for a full year. If your kids are supposed to start back school in the fall or whatnot, but you don't have any, she is homeless. Oh, her friend got an Airbnb. I'm gonna pay it up for a couple months. That ain't nothing consistent. That ain't no lease. That ain't no 6 month lease. That ain't no year lease. That's what she said. I'm trying to figure it out.
Figure out where you went homeless and where all that stuff in that apartment had to go.
Yeah.
I just went to my daughter's graduation last week. We went, got the kids clothes. I sent clothes last month. Okay, yo, here's money. Here's a little extra money for when I gave her the money for the flights. Do what you gotta do. I'm calling around for these tickets for Gregory Porter for her and her moms. And I'm like, where did we go wrong? When did y'all become homeless? I
Yeah.
absolutely had a...
The moment she moved out of the house she lived in, packed up the shit she had, and went to Germany. And she don't have no residence here. That's when she became homeless.
Let me tell you something, bro. When I was signing that paperwork for my daughters to go to Germany, I did not feel good. Something felt wrong about that.
But you let them go. You let your children go with their mama to Germany, even though you are telling us now that when she lived here in America, her house was dirty with doggy poop and piss on stuff. You let her take them out of the country. Okay.
And,
I felt...
and you think that somebody was in her ear? You think somebody was in her ear at all?
I think this motherfucking when the light dims and things start fading away. This is just, I don't know. I don't. Amina would have to get on here and explain it to me. But it seemed like that when I was out there, and she would go live and she'd say, Peter, when you come on my live, I got all these people. I can't believe it. I made some money. I'm sitting there thinking, fuck it. She makes some money. It's all good. Get the money. But in my mind, I don't give a fuck about that stuff no more.
Oh, so if she's telling you I'm having a hard time working, however, we post content of us having whatever conversation, I can make some money. You don't care about that anymore, even if that helps take care of your children. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's almost like, is it for sympathy? Do you want people to say, yo, we praying for you. This is what you should do. You want to go fund me or something? I don't know. I've sent thousands of dollars.
If you've given her money, that means she needs money. Why wouldn't she want to get money from people if she needs money to have somewhere to live that isn't her friend's Airbnb for a couple months?
And the last year, I could not even mourn my mother, my brother, or my cousin last year because I was too busy hustling to take care of these mouths, which I'm supposed to. I'm not complaining about it.
You do it all the time. You always tell me
you. I don't understand.
Shut the fuck up, Godfrey. I don't like you now. You're on my list.
Yo, there'll be a time I send Amina $3,500 and have $20 to my fucking name. Because guess what? I'm not working either.
Oh, so you ain't got no job neither.
Shut your mouth. Okay?
Because if you don't have no job and she don't have no job and she said, I've been struggling for a while, how are you upset at her for being out? You not working either.
I'm taking every show I could take. I'll go fucking do shows I don't want to do. Yeah. I'm filming TV shows. The show I'm filming now is a SAG. It's union. So by the time taxes get done with that, ain't nothing there, nigga.
Yeah.
So you working jobs but not making no money? You saying you don't have a job either, but she then tells you, hey, when we post about us, it gets money, it gets so why do a show that don't make you no money if she's telling you TikTok or social media will pay for y'all? What the fuck, bro? It almost feel like he wants her to be dependent upon him so he can then come on this damn internet and say, I do all this for her. I give her money, blah, 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 blah.
By the time I pay my union dues. But I send every dime I got to my family, my kids. I don't wear jewelry. I don't want shit. Niggas always say, Gunz, you got the same clothes on, the same shades. Every time I see you, yeah, nigga. I'm never comfortable going in the store, buying myself something when my fucking kids need.
Word.
So if your kids are always in need, how good of a father are you? If you struggling to where you can't buy new drawers because your kids need something, that means everyone around there is struggling to meet the ends that need to meet to feed the kids. Come on, what a mama at? Where's she at? That's a good man.
He's a good man, Savannah. A good man.
Girl.
Fucks me up, bro. To have my family embarrassed. My granddaughter texted me today and was like, embarrassed in school. What's this about?
Yeah.
It's like, I'll give you a better one, God.
What did your granddaughter, who has no relation to Amina or Amina's children, what does what Amina's going through have to do with your other kids?
I feel like even if that was the case, and it's definitely
Right.
not, if that was the case, why would you go on live with your kids and say you're homeless? With them laying on you and laying next to you.
It's fucking insane.
Why would you do that?
I want to punch Godfrey in the fucking throat. Ugh.
Period. Then her sister, Jazz, thanked me for buying the flights to send them out there to recalibrate. I understand needing a break, stressing bills every month, being stressed out, because I do it for multiple people.
Yeah.
Ain't no one tell you to have 18 kids by 18 women.
I have a friend that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I have another friend worth millions. I have not tapped that well. You think I won't fucking tap that well if my kid's gonna be homeless?
Word.
When you moved your kids out of the dog pissy shitty furnitured house, that was the time to reach out to your rich friends. The moment you saw your kid was living on, because he said it was the pissy and dog piss and dog poop. The moment you saw that, you didn't reach out for you again. You saying that they were living in this dirty place, but you allow her to take them to Germany?
I posted a post where Shaq bought my mother a house. Amina went under that and added that Shaq. Well, we homeless. We need a house too.
Because if you look, I don't know if his idea of what homeless is the issue. Maybe he think the only homeless people are people who are on the street. Homeless means you don't have your own house to call your own. It means you're not making any money. You don't know what you're gonna do next. You're trying to figure something out and you're living with somebody else. That's still homeless. If you don't have a lease, if you don't have a job to know, okay, I can pay my rent or my mortgage, you know what I'm saying? That's a part of being homeless. Because where she was staying, she had to leave that place and she went to fucking Germany.
What the fuck?
I had to erase, I had to dead that shit, call and say, don't say that. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
So, I hate that I'm getting emotional. And the only thing that get me emotional like that is my babies.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't fuck with the kids. I don't play with the kids. I don't like women being hit and abused, and I don't like nobody playing with kids. Not just mine, any kids. I don't do kid things.
Right.
However, you was cheating on all the kids' mamas. Okay, got Tara pregnant while being married to Amina. Got Amina pregnant while still fucking Tara. You were the one playing with your own kids' lives on national television.
I don't fuck around. Yeah. But especially when it comes to, yo, my man, I could never sleep at night and be comfortable knowing my kids are home. Listen, I did a morning ride. I take my sons to school every day. I feel like wherever I'm at, the right thing to do is, help out with the kids. Take them to school. Under my caption, taking my kids to school is all of these niggas being disrespectful because Amina's saying that she's homeless. So I don't know if she's out there. Check and see if she's there. I got
the fact that he wants to see, is she on the live? Because y'all want engagement. Y'all want her to have to come in to the live. And for what? For who? For why? Is she on there? Is she down there? For why? For what? Why you want to know that? If she is, what you gonna do? You have any money for her? You have a home for her with some help that's not in Dallas in a city she don't know? No? Well, then shut up.
I also got a DM from Erica Minna saying, yo, you fucked up for this, for posting Amina saying that she goes viral. I know I'm fucked up when somebody says that they're homeless, and I needed to get on here and really say that and make me not understand that we had a whole, and everybody is telling me, Pete, don't go live, just let it go, just let it fester, it'll go away. Fuck no,
Fuck
nigga.
that. Yeah.
I'm
She
not
already
doing that.
she
Yeah,
already
I'm
said
sure.
yeah, she already like called, at me, and I always thought Amina was a sweetheart. Like I don't, what I'm saying? Always just respected her. You guys seem like you got along. You know
We
what I
do.
mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yo, God, I'm in shock.
Yeah, I'm
I mean, I don't know
tripping.
what
I
you,
was like, cause last night I was like, that shit popped up. I was doing a show. That shit popped up because Hollywood Unlocked always pops up. I follow Jason's thing, and I was like, wait, what? I said, this Peter wouldn't do that. You always take care of your children. You're always with them. You go, yo. I'm at my daughter's graduation. I'm taking it. We're going to the circus. We're doing this way. I'm taking my son.
Yeah, let's make Peter out to be this great man. He's a great father. He helps everyone. So Amina must be the big bad liar. She's lying. She's not really homeless. If she don't have a home, get Godfrey. Throat check.
To hear you brought your kids around me where you're taking care of them. You're always doing that. You're flying out here, you're flying over there. I'm in New Orleans here. I mean, you're always taking care of your kids. That's what you do. And you say, yo, yeah, I have this many kids. I know what I've done. You've never lied. So, but you take care of your children and you get along with the women that you've had the kids with. Period.
Did we not see him beefing with Amina and Tara for a few years? Did we not remember Tara saying the bullshit between her and this other kid's moms? Why are we trying to rewrite history? Why are we rewriting history? Let's not act like Peter is in the homes of all these kids. He's not. You know why? Because unless he's the homeless one going from pillar to post.
I do my best. I could do better. In
Yeah,
some
but
instances, I got
I know because I'm there. I see you do it.
yeah.
So
So do you and Peter live together? When Peter goes to pipe the pickled peppers with his people, okay, Godfrey, is you there holding his balls?
yeah,
yes, yo, God. At the end of the day, if I'm being honest with you, I'm just more hurt. I'm
yeah,
blindsided
yeah,
because
yeah,
we do have a plan. The plan was I bought round trip tickets. You come back on the 23rd, I believe, and
yeah.
we registered our kids for school in LA. So the plan
Hmm.
was you come back, you take that Airbnb that's fully furnished because your furniture is disgusting.
Right.
Throw that shit away. We start fresh and start over and figure it out.
Yeah, your furniture disgusting. You throw the disgusting furniture out and come back and live in an Airbnb. Yeah, she not homeless. She got an Airbnb. A person with two kids who have to go to school, they got an air that's homeless. That's home. An Airbnb and a hotel is the same thing. If you living in a hotel, you're homeless because you don't have a home. Now, if you choose to live there forever, that's on you. But these two, the I'm so happy I caught myself off and say the motherfucker up top and the motherfucker below. They are out here demeaning Amina. Okay, because she said, "Hey, I had to leave LA and come here." And him saying when she come back here, he's going to an Airbnb. She's not going home to her house. She's going to her friend's Airbnb. Why? Because she don't have nowhere else to go. Why did she come back to your house, Peter?
You need
Yeah.
time to recalibrate. Here's 3,500. Go buy your tickets to Germany, and then come back and we'll figure it out.
Right.
Homeless?
Giving someone who has two children $3,500 to one pay for the flight to Germany round trip. Google. How much is a flight to Germany from LA? Okay. It's from $780 per person to $1,100 per person. So let's just say you got the cheap one, the $780 one times three. So that's 2,300. The 3,500 you gave her paid for the flight there. Bitch, it barely paid for any snacks. And if she's there for 2 or 3 months, so even him saying I gave her $3,500, nigga, that paid for the flight. You knew what she was doing. You knew where she was going. You knew she did not have a permanent residence here. She not living with you. Her, as you say, she had dirty, disgusting furniture. But you want us to believe you that she lying on you and you, child.
We have nothing.
Yeah.
That was by design. We wanted to throw all that shit away. You can even if she was moving into an apartment that was empty, that furniture wasn't going with her. There was
Yeah.
nobody that she would be able to give that furniture to.
So now she dirty. We didn't know that she was dirty. You told us that. But I don't want to say anything that could hurt my kids. But however, if the kids who go to my kids' school see this and they didn't call my kids dirty kids, shitty kids, dog shit, pee kids, what then? Because you didn't told the world your kids sleep on shitty, doggy furniture.
Yeah.
I'm telling you know, some people are real pet friendly. Nobody like Amina. Amina dog sleeps with her, sleeps on the couch, does whatever you want. Nobody would ever take that furniture. So that shit was mind boggling to me because we have a plan. The plan was that. Unless I'm daydreaming, I'm lost, there was no we have nothing, we don't know what we're gonna do. The plan was you're gonna go sit down for 2 months and come back. But more than that,
Come back and do what? Because if she was here and couldn't afford living in her own house and she's not working, come back and do what? You told us you can't afford new drawers. You want the same old clothes. Come back and do what? Oh, but Godfrey ain't asking Peter, what she gonna come back and do? Where she gonna live? How she gonna make money? No, let's keep blaming Amina.
like last year and a half, have I not given you thousands and thousands of dollars?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where that is. Is she there? Bring her in, because I really
I
want.
don't see. I don't. No, I don't see anything. Well, there is two sides of a story. Yeah, that's why we want her to come in on this.
Please,
So, people
somebody,
easily say there's two
some
sides. I go, no, we want her to come in on this.
Yeah, we want her to come in here and to answer for her dog shit covered furniture. Why she ain't got no money? Why she went to Germany? We want her to come in to explain herself. Yeah, come and be here with these two misogynistic, arrogant asshole men. You come in here, black woman, and defend yourself to us. Because Peter is such a good man, Savannah.
And because the thing is too, what I'm not saying she's doing this on purpose, but it's like it's always this whole thing where girls try to get a bag some kind of way, make them off, like make a dude suffer. I'm not saying she's doing that, but it sounds like it, and it would be nice for her to explain that shit because it's
Nigga.
I know. I know he didn't just say trying to get a bag. I know he didn't say okay.
seems like there's always every time you read somebody's like, oh, this man owes me more child support. I want like Marlon Wayans is going through it, Cannon's going through it. Every time you see it, some ball player's going through it. It's
Now how the fuck we get here? Child, look, we ride at dawn against Godfrey is on the list. You know what? Put Godfrey on the we don't fuck with him list. Child, I can forgive Nelly. Okay? At least Nelly round there with Ashanti and the baby paying for stuff. Okay? You up here crashing out in defense of Peter motherfucking Gunz? Peter Dirty Feet Gunz? Peter I ain't got no money Gunz? And you want to say maybe she round here trying to hit a lick on Peter? Peter don't have no money. Peter ain't picked no pickled peppers for no damn body.
always some shit. And the other day, what's her name from In Vogue said she was homeless in her car, and that shit. And someone told me that's a fucking lie. She
Dawn was homeless. It was a choice though. She does live in her car. You little bitch.
lying, trying to get attention.
The word homeless is a word that you can't throw around when you got multiple places to go.
Yeah,
If I say
right.
go live in
That's the definition of this. Look, you can have. I could look. There are homeless people who live on the street. I mean, real shopping cart homeless people on the streets. That's like saying, well, you not homeless because it's many hotels you can go to. I can't afford a fucking hotel, bitch. Amina can't afford to live. She can't afford her bills. So trying to say, oh, if somebody got many places to go, they not homeless. They are. They are. They are, Blanche.
Germany and go live in my apartment in Dallas, if you decide not to go there, then you're not homeless. If you're going to
Yeah.
live with your sister in Germany and that was your plan, because I wasn't privy, I thought you was coming back in August. If your plan is to stay with your sister, you're still not homeless. You're staying with your sister.
Bitch, I'm homeless. Because if I don't look, to me, this is the definition of a person being homeless. You don't have your own residence. Okay? You are financially struggling currently. And you are living with somebody else trying to figure out what to do next. The reason that makes you homeless in that aspect is because you don't know what to do. You're just making it. Yes, you're living with somebody, but you don't have your own home. That is another part of someone who's homeless. Does not always mean I'm on the street with a cart and a cardboard bag, a cardboard box. That is different ways of being homeless. It includes not having the money to pay your bills for a couple of years and having to depend on Peter Gunz for a couple of dollars here and there. And then once that don't work and you're going insane mentally because you feel uncontrollable in your body because you're like, what am I gonna do when I got two daughters and Peter Gunz is my baby daddy? Let me go back to Germany. I'm homeless.
You
Yeah.
get a spot. So you can't throw the word homeless like that around, especially with mine. I could have taken the girls with me, honestly.
But you didn't. You keep saying, I felt like it wasn't right. I felt something wrong. It's a dirty ass house. But at no point did you say, you know what, Mina, you go and regroup in Germany. I'll keep the girls. I'll hold that burden. You never said that, did you?
Speaking niggas, my son Corey, who our daughter Corey is named after, his mother was absentee. I raised him, me and my mother, and that's as a teenager.
If you raised him as a teenager, that means the first 12 years, someone else raised him. If you started raising him as a teenager, who had him before he turned 13?
So why wouldn't I be 56 years old not being able to raise two girls? So never would my kids be homeless. Amina would not even be homeless. Listen, even when Amina was dating, I never said, what is this nigga doing?
Right.
I just sent. Even when this nigga is sitting next to her saying, who fuck you better, me or Peter, on live.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything to hurt my babies, but I'm gonna discuss their mama's sex life.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Even when I'm telling her, since he's a financial guy, won't you let him fix your credit? Oh, his credit is fucked up. I had to co-sign for his apartment. Oh,
What?
you co-sign for... Yeah. That's
Yeah, let me tell her personal business about how she was done for a nigga like she was done for me.
the kind of shit, but you know what I don't do? I don't like to go online and do exactly the bitch-ass nigga shit I'm doing right now.
Being a bitch.
I just keep my mouth shut and send what I have for my daughters. And just look at her like, God damn. But I also know that some niggas want to get in the limelight too, so they're going to do shit to go viral.
But
and try to be on that. Maybe Love and Hip Hop might pick this storyline up. I don't know what the fuck niggas be thinking.
Yeah.
No one wants y'all back on that show.
I go through it all the time. However, I don't play with the babies.
Right.
I just don't do it. And I really can't wait for her response to this. I wish you would do it with us online because here's the deal. You brought up.
Yeah, I want her to come online and fuss with me about our kids and homelessness on black ass, punk ass, bitch ass Godfrey's live. Yeah, I want that.
The other two guys, right? The difference between them and us is I was just on the phone with Amina yesterday.
Yeah.
Discussing the same thing I'm talking about. Have you spoke to the guy with the Airbnb that you're going to be renting out?
Yeah.
Peter, can handle my car? Just left it there. You need to call the bank and figure out my car for me. Cool. Also, can you get me tickets? We want to take my mom to see Gregory Porter in Hamburg, Germany. No problem. I'll call my guys.
Yeah.
This ain't a situation where we beefing and she's mad at me, so she go online and say I'm homeless. We are good. I have no idea.
Whoever said she blamed Peter? Y'all, we watched what she said. She never mentioned Peter. She said what her situation was because she was struggling financially.
Where the fuck this is coming from? And Godfrey, when I tell you I give all my shit to Amina.
Right.
All of it.
Right.
She knows it. She screams
Right.
shots her.
And you wanna know why? Because Amina has his youngest children. Most of his other kids are all older. Tara has, I think, one son who's also kind of young too, but Amina has his youngest children. So you probably give her the most because her kids are still, minors.
Account when it's fucked up, I send her the money and then I screenshot my account.
Right.
Just so you know, love, this is what I have left after giving you that. I do it because she gotta have it a screenshot in her account to let me know she hurt me. So
Right.
And I don't like to do that, my nigga. I don't care about money. I'm not like that. I'll give you the fucking shirt off my back. We got kids. That don't matter to me.
Yeah.
However, you can never say you're homeless. Never. As long as I got placed over my head, you got placed over your head.
But she in Germany. You didn't say, hey, come live with me. You said, hey, I'm going to send you to Dallas.
Right.
That's it. It's especially my kids. Won't you come back to New York? It's too cold.
It's Germany.
So she in LA, he in New York. He then tell her, hey, go to Dallas, Texas. The fact that the first thing wasn't, hey, come back here with me and let's figure it out. But her saying, I don't want to go to New York. It's too cold there. I don't want to be there. Bitch, I want to go home.
It gets cold too. Fuck you doing?
See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Germany was a pit stop. But I was telling them, Amina, why not take this money and pay for the Airbnb now instead of going to Germany? Because that's like me paying for a fucking vacation. If you're coming back in August, let's use this money to go live with your sister.
Right.
I mean, live in the Airbnb. Plus, this dude that we have in office right now, that's our president, ain't fucking around. You might come back here and they might like, nah.
Right.
Her being in Germany is the best decision right now. Even if she can't come back, so what?
Right.
You wasn't up to par on this, so we found out this, and you got to go back.
Because now you done make shit complicated by going overseas.
Right.
You could have been in Dallas, chilling.
She said she wants to go clear her head. I can't argue that.
I mean,
so I bought the tickets to Germany for all three of them, as long as they had a return date, and I signed the paperwork for my daughters to go. And now this, I'm just confused. And all these people hitting me up in my DM, even Erica Minna's like, how could you do this? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Again, you are blaming Amina for shit other people said that she ain't said.
Can I not defend myself? Like, I can't.
Yeah.
Here's a true fun fact. My publicist said, I'm going to give you two things. My publicist said, you better say something.
Why does Peter Gunz have a publicist? That's a waste of money. Okay, that can go to child care. That can go to, why do you have a publicist? How much are they paid? Fire them. Because if they told you to come on here and dog her out, you're stupid.
Yeah.
You know how publicists be like, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Nah, you got to say something.
Yeah, because, this is not, you just, this is her wrongdoing. And the fact that you take, and you go, hey, I'm homeless. Do you set up the phone and it made a picture of you guys being homeless? Now you're like doing some social media fucking, now you're scamming now. Now you're scamming us.
Oh, now she's scamming. Oh, Godfrey said that Amina is scamming because in her video, she had her children. Peter ain't got them. So now she's scamming because she showed her kids.
It's even deeper than that. So I got this company that's paying me $7,500 a month to take their little dick pills. They should promote their little dick pills, their cigars, and their little liquor company. They give you $7,500 a month, literally in the midst of closing this shit. So I'm thinking that $7,500 a month, pay her bills up for a fucking minute, give me some breathing space. Niggas hit me this morning and sent me to fucking Hollywood Unlocked and was like, Gunz, we have to revisit this down the road, bro.
First of all, any company that wants to pay Peter Gunz to take dick pills is stupid. Peter Gunz is a 60-year-old man, child.
God damn.
Look, y'all, I just want to rewind because we about done with this. But him first, he said, "I have a company who pays me $7,500 a month." He then said, "Well, they was going to, they ain't paid me. The deal got canceled. So was you not getting paid?"
Media fucking, now you're scamming now. Now you're scamming on shit.
It's even deeper than that. So I got this company that's paying me $7,500 a month to take their little dick pills. They should promote their little dick pills, their cigars, and their little liquor company.
So he's talking as if he's getting paid from them. They pay me. They don't pay you. You lying already.
We give you $7,500 a month, literally in the midst of closing this shit. So I'm thinking this, $7,500 a month, pay her bills up for a fucking minute, give me some breathing space. Niggas hit me this morning and sent me to fucking Hollywood Unlocked and was like, Gunz, we have to revisit this down the road, bro.
God damn.
Because we can't have a deadbeat fucking father holding up our goddamn product.
But Peter been a deadbeat since deadbeat's been deadbeaten. He been a deadbeat. Contacting Peter Gunz, contact Nick Cannon. Okay. Contact Nick. He got a girl.
Literally, I was on these motherfuckers forever to send I sent the contract back to fucking send my fucking first in. Literally got that message from them today.
Right.
Guys, we can't, we'll revisit it down the road. Right now, this ain't a good look, my nigga. So it's like, but I told Amina that before. I said, Amina, if you go, how does it help anybody with you going out saying, oh, I can't pay my rent, I'm leaving it, this and that.
So, did you talk to, because first he said, I talked to her yesterday. Then he said, I didn't talk to her about it. But he then just said, I asked her, how would it help you telling people that you're homeless? So that means you knew this. Okay.
Literally, I was on these motherfuckers forever to send I sent the contract back to fucking send my fucking first in. Literally got that message from them today.
Right.
Guys, we can't, we'll revisit it down the road. Right now, this ain't a good look, my nigga. So it's like, but I told Amina that before. I said, Amina, if you go, how does it help anybody with you going out saying, oh, I can't pay my rent, I'm leaving it, this and that.
Yeah.
So when did you talk to her about being homeless? She posted the TikTok yesterday, which means y'all had already had a conversation about her being homeless. Because you said, well, how would it help if you said, so which one is it? Because y'all just heard what we said, right? Peter Gunz Peter Gunz is a liar. Now look, after he was out here spazzing, Amina went back on TikTok and she responded to people asking her, where's Peter? She responded. Okay.
I just want to clear something up because this is the number one comment I've been getting since yesterday, since I announced that I moved to Germany for a moment to figure out where we're going to live because we don't have our home anymore.
The eyebrow is distracting, for one. But what she just said, rewind it. We moved to Germany because we don't have a house anymore.
So I just want to clear something up because this is the number one comment I've been getting since yesterday, since I announced that I moved to Germany for a moment to figure out where we're going to live because we don't have our home anymore. Everyone's like, where Peter at? So yes, we all know he hasn't always been the best. But I have to point out that he's been there for us. He's been holding us down.
Now again, in the beginning when she made her first post yesterday, it wasn't about Peter. Everyone in the comment section made it about Peter. Peter then made it about Peter.
Past, I want to say almost 2 years, year and a half, is when I started struggling crazy, not able to cover my overhead, my bills, my rent. And he stepped up and he was there and he paid our rent a lot of the time. So, oops, my light went out. I just hate seeing the bashing him right now because this wasn't my intention to put up something to bash him at all. He has nothing to do with this. I mean, he does in a way. He's my kid's father, but at the same time, he's not responsible for me. I'm my own grown adult, and I'm very thankful for him for holding us down. I would have been in this situation a year ago had it not been for him being.
Now I want to say she put this out before he went live. I don't think she saw his live when she put this out, because she put this out like earlier in the day. And I feel like had she seen what he saw about her, she would not have did she probably wouldn't have said any of this because of how he aired her out. And even her point in saying, yes, he's my kid father, but however, I'm my own person. It wasn't about him at all. It was about me, and I'm responsible for me.
There and literally holding us down and paying the rent. So, shout out to Peter. One thing about this whole situation, I don't want to get misconstrued. I'm so good with who I am, who I've become, how hard I work. Everything in my life is great. I take care of myself. I'm mentally and physically in the best shape I've ever been. I just don't got no money.
Well, no, I don't think her point. I don't think her point was ever I'm living above my means. Her point is the money I was making, I wasn't making enough. Sometimes it's not about a person living above their means. The cost of everything is going up. The cost of gas, groceries, bills, insurance. And if your cost of living is increasing and your income is not increasing, it has nothing to do with anyone living above their means. All it means is the world is inflating everything except our pockets. So I don't think she has any reason to be ashamed of herself. I feel like a lot of people in the world are struggling. Whether you are an artist, if you are a construction worker, if you are a bus, whatever, a lot of people are struggling. And it's expensive to live in California. It may be expensive to live in Dallas as well. So I don't want anyone feeling like it was about her living. It can be simply my regular monthly bills. Like she said, I started struggling a year ago, meaning before a year ago, I was able to afford my life. So what we should not do, because anyone can be caught up in the bullshit, especially with who we have in the White House right now. Anyone at any given time can be Amina. If you lose your job, if you lose your insurance, if that crazy man come and say everyone has to get a pay cut. So what we should never do is judge someone saying, hey, the past year and a half financially, I've had it hard. So we should stop shaming people for being honest about their struggle. That's crazy to me because we've seen many people who on Monday of June, they great. And then by July on the 4th, they broke or whatever else. But her saying I had to give up and start over, that's commendable. Because she could have just stayed in Cali and really ended up on Skid Row. Everybody can't be Beyonce or Shanti or Rihanna, who are artists who makes bukus and buku bucks. Some people be struggling, child, and I just feel like, people are judging her, and all she said was, financially, stuff get hard for me. We know regular folk who have it like that. Some let's not try to demean people who just don't have it like that. If I was homeless, well, I'm not gonna be homeless, y'all. We're not gonna be okay. But my point is, anyone can struggle, and we should not judge someone because she didn't come on here being arrogant or begging for help. She was like, I'm having a hard time, and this is my reality. I was lucky enough to have family to go stay with. Because if she was on the streets, why didn't she say something? Why didn't she you know what I'm saying? So let's not do that, y'all. Let's try to not act like we are above people who are struggling. So I don't want how we do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that now.
And it's only money. I always say to myself, it could be worse. It could be so much worse. It's only money. Money comes and goes. I ain't got it right now. And I ain't had it in the past couple of years, but I believe in myself. It doesn't take away any of my greatness. And so there's so much that I can do and will do. So see ya soon.
And I had a friend who, she just got diagnosed with cancer. We got with breast cancer. And she was like, I had no idea how expensive being sick is. You know what I'm saying? So anything can bankrupt your savings. It can bankrupt your life. It can cause you to not be able to work anymore. It can, you know what I'm saying, your insurance, if you get into a car accident, child, your insurance is going to go up. Okay? So, but the whole point in this was Peter ain't shit. Okay? If there's anyone on here we're going to shame, it's going to be Peter, not Amina. Because all she did was say, hey, child, I had to come back home to Germany. Because Peter ain't shit. I had to move back with my peoples around here. Okay. I had to go back to Germany with my kids. And a part of that may be me trying to be an artist in America ain't working. You know what I'm saying? That could be her. You know what? I gotta go regroup. Because she came to the States to do music. And that's what she got with Peter. And that was the child. When was that? Because where was her season of Love and Hip Hop? Because let me see. Amina Butterfly. Okay. Let's see when. Now, Amina is she's 42. Okay, she's 42. Child, wait, hold on. Because her and Peter got married in 2013. So a little 12 years ago. She was 30. Damn. That's a baby. Wait, what? Oh, wait. But child, look, I'm still waiting. When is gonna get here? Okay, give me my money, bitch. Up robbery. Okay. But yeah, I commend her for admitting her fault. Because sometimes we see celebrities and we're like, damn, they fell off. It's like, no, but life happens. Everybody is not Beyonce. Everybody ain't Jay-Z. Hell, everybody ain't even Robin Thicke. Okay. Everybody don't have. So she was honest. I ain't got it. I had child.
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Why would she say that?
Child. Anyway, y'all, lastly.